As one of the main pillars of its future economic transformation, Saudi Arabia is eyeing great growth in the highly competitive logistic and transport sector, depending on the factors that are unmatched in the region, including the geolocation, huge economic resources, and smart investments.
The transport sector, if you look at the Vision 2030, one of the main pillars is the kingdom becoming a logistics hub connecting the three continents. And the basis of that is transport, be it railways, ports, and airports. So all of that is under the Ministry of Transport.
Minister Al-Amudi is executing plans to accelerate change across the board, from new ports to railways to airports. His ministry is linking East and West, paving the way for international trade and creating opportunities for the private sector.
In the ports, just to give you an example, we've had private partnerships for the last 20 years or so in the kingdom, and some international and some local investors as well. So that's a very mature system within the ports, where we have investors putting in billions of riyals over the years in port infrastructure, thereby replacing public funding of projects. And we're already corporatized 2 airports, the Riyadh Airport Company and the Dammam Airport Company.
But it is not only about the big picture. Enhancing transportation in cities and for the end users is also on fast track.
To improve, frankly, the quality of life. I mean, I think quality of life of our citizens and our guests here in the kingdom is important to ensure that transportation within our major cities is as easy and as efficient as possible. And so obviously the flagship metro project or public transport project is the Riyadh Metro, which should be completed by the end of 2019, along with the bus system as well. We're today inaugurating the Haramain high-speed railway, and that's in a partnership of sorts with the Spanish consortium. The other thing that we're working and have worked quite well with the customs agency is to improve the efficiency of our processing. We're as well working with our friends and colleagues at the Ministry of Communication and IT to improve the last mile delivery, such as the FedExes, the DHLs, to allow for more efficiency in the e-commerce space.
And with all plans in place and funds allocated for these projects, great opportunities will be waiting.
I mean, I think the kingdom's longevity and stability is attractive enough, frankly, for investors to come into the kingdom, and they have come into the kingdom in big numbers in the past. I think now developing the regulatory framework around privatization and around environmental private sector in the transport sector is going to be the key next step to increasing the amount of participation of foreign direct investment in the kingdom.